Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Dawncaster. Actually recording this just after my last build, which was the sort of corrupted Hexblade Knight build. Getting straight back on the horse, so we got all the way to the final battle. I did knowingly take on what I find to be the hardest end boss to beat, and was unsuccessful this time, but it was a very strong deck up until that moment. But getting back on the horse straight away, for me anyway. So we're going to go and do an Arcanist build, which I was thinking it's actually been, I think it was the third episode in this series I did Arcanist, and I haven't returned to it since. So we're going to go in and do a, I was going to say Frost Mage build. I'm tempted to do like a Witch build. I haven't quite got the hang of that yet, though. I want to go in and do the Frost build again, I think. So our weapon power is going to inflict frozen the start of the next combat, and we also, although it says start with an imbued aura of rhyme, it kind of needs to say passive there, I think, because that actually, you know, if my last run with this was anything to go by, is always present. And what that does, you gain momentum for each frozen you inflict, so you can kind of, for every 5 momentum you draw a card. So that can be interesting. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. And as for our starting card, I mean, I guess it's this Frost block. It can be quite good early on to negate like big damage coming in. But unlike some of them, I don't consider it particularly key to the build, so we'll probably end up upgrading it at some point. Muzan the Mouse, why not? Okay, where do we want to start? We're going to the cornfields. Let's go to the forest. I haven't done the forest for a little while. Weeping Woods. Yeah. So basically this build is all about, if you weren't aware, what Frost does when you put it on an enemy, it reduces their next damage by the amount of the stack. So if you've got 5 frozen on someone and they do an attack that is 6 damage, you'll only take 1 damage, and then it reduces the frozen by a stack, I think. The thing about frozen is it does disappear at the end of the enemy turn or the start of your next turn, so it's not like burning that's persistent. But there are ways to reapply it anyway. We're going to free the animal because I don't need the healing, but we'll gain that luck, and what luck does, it makes it slightly more likely that we'll find higher level cards. I'm going to leave the shrine till later, just in case there's a really good one, because obviously I've only really got the basic cards just at the moment. Let's, wouldn't mind doing a couple of campsites just to get rid of my block cards. I didn't really show you the starting weapon either. When we get into a combat next, you'll see what that's all about. Looks like we're going to get one. What my starting weapon does is deals 2 damage, and flow, i.e. if you play 3 cards and then this card, it will attack twice, and for each attack, each time it hits, it inflicts frozen. Which is what we're all about. So I think I'm actually going to play that last block, so I'm going to do those. I could have played the block first, I suppose, and applied more freeze, but yeah, so he didn't attack us anyway. He did then, but we kind of blocked it with the block and the freeze, I think, combined. Right, so we'll get that going, and that's 2. And then we hit twice with this one. We can hit with this one as well. So he's got quite a lot of freeze on now. So reduce damage dealt by 1 for each stack, decreases by 1 for every action played, not just attacks, every action. But some actions don't do damage. It melts away entirely by the end of the turn. Why I quite like this one is it felt like quite a nice build to not kind of take that damage as you go. I'm actually going to put that on now, as I haven't got enough to get into a flow. And later on, there are cards we can get that inflict damage on the enemy for how many stacks of frozen they've got. Which I think I ended up doing the most damage I've ever done in this game on a single attack. It was hundreds of damage. Because it was 4 damage per stack of frozen, and I had like 80 stacks of frozen or something on the enemy. So it was an instant kill, as you could probably tell. But even with this build, I died on that sort of undead final boss that I did in the last episode. I found it very hard to get past that one. Okay, what do we got here? Conjure a magic action. If you have focus, conjure an additional one. Well, we will have focus, probably. It's not I'm going to take it for now as kind of like a for the time being type card, because I don't see that as being something I'll probably keep for the entire run. But certainly for the, you know, for now, we might conjure up something that's quite nice. Why don't we go and do the Duskboar? Even though he's an elite, I feel like the build is pretty decent. So if we do that, this is free, deal 3 damage, agile. Now, agile just remind me what agile does. Oh, if you evaded last round, but obviously that doesn't really apply to us. A little bit free orb though, so we can actually do an orb of frost, which will inflict frozen and attune to frost. So we'll cast that. And when you're attuned to frost, what that does is your next frost spell grants you 3 barrier, and barrier is going to be quite important for this build. You see that we gain in the barrier. Both in a defensive and offensive sense, if we get the right cards. If I end up with the right cards that I had the last time I tried this. And I don't think I didn't really make use of any particularly rare cards, I don't think. But for the time being, it's kind of about doing these little bits of damage until we get rolling. Whereas, you know, I might block his attack. Let's do the freeze. Eventually, we're going to be, you know, for now it's stacking on freeze to avoid damage. Eventually, if we get the right cards, we're going to be stacking on freeze to do huge amounts of damage, which would be quite nice. We've got the barrier, we've got the freeze that reduces damage anyway, so it all kind of works. There's a lot of synergy going on with this build, I think. Different kind of play style to the Fire Mage, obviously. Yeah, this one's a freebie. Attuned to an element of choice. Yes, let's do Frost. And I think he's going to be dead, but not necessarily, I guess. Yeah, he is. There we go. Alright, what have we got? Shock Therapy, no. Recast, conjure a copy of the last magic action you played. Flow, conjure another free copy. I quite like that, actually. It's not specifically a Frost card, but we can kind of, the good cards that we get and play, we can kind of use again and again with that, so that's kind of cool. I am going to give a basic weapon away, because we're going to have lots of other ways of applying the frost, and we can eventually kind of give up these wands. Meteor Storm. Yeah, probably don't need that right now. This poor little wolf. Big damage. I'm not going to worry about that Meteor Storm, I don't think. Okay, so these don't count as magic actions, unfortunately. It's a bit pointless at this point, that card. Now he's evading. I don't think it's only melee damage. I don't think these count as melee, these ones. I think we'll be alright. Frost Shield. So obviously this was conjured. This is going to be quite an important card for us later on. Gain 3 barrier. At the start of next turn, inflict frozen equal to your barrier. So we're going to want to get to a point where we're building up barrier a lot. Playing something like this, and then, you know, the following turn, instead of starting from 0 freeze, we start with a decent sort of base level of it. Sure, might be able to finish him off just with zaps. Very nearly. Over-egg the pudding. Let's just kill him off. Cryo Lance is expensive, but every time you inflict frozen, it actually reduces the cost by 1, so it's a good card. Obviously, you don't want to play it at 3 mana. You want to try and play it. It's free, ideally. Which we might be able to do. I was hoping to maybe use this on that, but we'll just use that. Ooh, fiery cards. Yeah, not particularly relevant for us. What else we got? 1 to 7, I mean, yeah, 2. Oh, an echo. Oh, wait, so the echo was good. That's fine. Wow, they actually got some damage on us. It's all a bit fiery. I don't mind this one, but the fact it's bury 2 cards I'm not thrilled about. That's very much a Fire Mage mechanic, which I don't really want to be doing on this. Alright. Ooh, sorry. Yeah, this isn't highlighted because I didn't play one. I mean, I'll do that and then replay it maybe, but there's not much point. I've got a lot of magic actions in the deck yet, apart from this Spellcraft and Cryolance. But that will change, that will change. Been a bit unlucky in the card rewards so far. Ah, Frost Shield though, very good. I'm not going to play the Arcane Ripple though, reason being, when I played it before, this thing just ended up filling my hand. It kind of, because this free when conjured, conjure a base copy at the start of next combat, that was just going and going and going and going. And it was just kind of crowding out all the cards I actually wanted to appear. So I'm not going to worry about that this time. Even though it's tempting to play. Indeed. I could have played the Cryolance then, it went free, but the bird was already dead. Stop, he's already dead! Replace your weapon and basic attacks with the Fey Wand. At the start of your turn, gain Delirious. What on earth is the Fey Wand? Deal 1 to 7 damage, chaotic while cursed, on hit, add 1 to 3 pranks to your foe's deck. What? After playing a card, shuffle the cost of all cards in hand. Perform. Increase your... It's got a perform thing. Increase your current performance by X or start a new performance. I mean, that's... I've never seen this. This sounds fun. It's not in any way related to my build, though. I'm going to say no this time. There may be a build that looks better for. Upgrade all magic actions by 1. Whenever you add a magic action, upgrade it by 1. Maybe. It's not a huge upgrade. Your weapon and basic attacks with the Fey Wand. I kind of want to see how it goes. Okay. Oh wow. This. What does chaotic mean? Chaotic while cursed. What does that mean? Chaotic. No idea. Let's go back to the. I can go to the. If we go to the main menu, there is like a glossary of the keywords. So what does? Has it got chaotic here? Chaos. Requires an odd number of cards remaining in your deck. Okay. So... I'll go back and read. I can't believe I've done this. This is nuts. I should have taken the plus 20 HP. It didn't replace it. I thought it might replace this, but actually it didn't, which I'm quite pleased about. Oh! Oh wait, what? What? Oh, this is pre my level up. Oh. Well, that's a shame. I thought it would have saved because we'd gone on to the next thing. Oh well. Well, now we know what chaotic does. I mean, I kind of had a bit of buyer's remorse of that level up anyway, so I'm not hugely worried I've got to do this again and maybe to get different leveling options. But I definitely would have played through that. So I forget what it said when it was chaotic now. Chaotic. I can't remember what it said for chaotic. Ooh, flash freeze. This is going to be another key card for us where we can just grab it as a standard reward. But I think the bird's dead now. Stop, he's dead. Right. Oh. It's here again. Chaotic while cursed. What does that mean though? Chaotic while cursed. Don't get it. Don't get it. I wonder if these are all going to be the same. That came out the same. I don't hate drawing an extra card because, yeah, okay, that's all the same choices. Do I take this one again? Deal 1 to 7 damage. On hit, add pranks to your foe's deck. I'm going to play safe for this time. I probably will do that at some stage. That might tie into... I think that might be like a sort of Fey prank style deck. Which maybe we can look at on a future occasion. Ah, some gold. Take the gold! Fight the bird! So I'm gonna do this, because that'll make that flow. And this will be cheaper. Not bad. Yeah, I'm intrigued now about that Fey one thing. That's the sort of thing that will keep me up. Where does this come from? Exterminate. What? I don't know. The cryo-lancers. The game's gone weird. I don't like the burying mechanic unless it's a fire mage. That's the only time I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna come out of those, I think. I might get rid of another basic attack. Just the basic attacks. So I want to not activate the special power on this one. The basics. Stick to the basics. Mm. Couple of them, and then finish off with one of them. Ain't too bad. I want more cards. I want the card that gives me the barrier, because that's going to be a key thing for us. No to lightning bolt. I mean, it's a free card, right? But like, it's not part of the build, you know. The shrine now. Oh, it is Shrine of Mirrors. So what do I want to duplicate? I mean, nothing here is that important right now. I don't want to duplicate any of those. I did Cryo-Lance. Might be able to transmute it into something more useful at some point, one of them at least. Ah, yeah, that's not bad. Those. That's now free, so I can play that again. Play that free. Here we go. Surge. The conduit's not too bad. Actually, if I do one of these first, then that will draw a card, gain that, attack twice, and then we've got 2 free of these, but I only need 1. Nah. This guy. Sneaky little dazed at the beginning, so I only play 3 cards here. And then 2 basics. Ooh, okay. You know what? I think we're going to be okay. So I'm going to do that. Do that. I'm going to do that. And we can do that. Frantic skittering. Sounds like my dog on the hardwood floor. Inflict a bane. No. There is a corrupted arcanist type build. I haven't unlocked the cards for it yet. It looks like it could be quite interesting. Got a lot of mage-like corruption cards that seem they might do something cool. Deal 2 damage. Bring it as well. She hasn't got one of her big attacks. I'll do the lance, I think. Oh, we got one of those, and then we can do this. Do that too. One of which would be a free copy. What was the last thing I played? It was the Cryo Lance, wasn't it? I'm going to play 4 of these. Well, I ain't got the mana to play 2 of them, so I guess we'll... Oh, let's tell a lie. Then we can do 1 more. So we'll put frozen on you. That's now free, but I'm stunned, so... No heal in this deck yet. I do kind of feel that quite acutely right now. Play 2 cards. Delve an Orb. Frozen one. Oh, that's all I can play. Oh, well. Freeze on. These are so annoying. I think because of that, I'm just going to play the 3 basics. That can freeze up at least. block an attack, actually. It's quite a slow build to ramp up initially. You can probably see. I'll play 2 cards. Yeah, we'll do this and then one of the cryolances. He's wearing her down bit by bit. Oh god, they're putting poison on me. Just die. Someone handed me a very large rolled up newspaper. It's this days thing that I could have probably done a lot sooner if not for that. She's almost dead. Okay, so and she's dead. Gain 3 barrier. The barrier is improved by chain. I don't hate it, because, I mean, it's something I may end up replacing as the build gets going, but certainly for the time being, I have to put a bit of barrier on will be quite useful. Try transmute. Let's see, what was one of the candidates for that? Probably. One of the cryolances, I think. I don't need 2 of those. What else have we got? Anything cold related? This maybe. I mean, I'll probably end up transmuting it again at some point, but it cannot. Does mean that we can start attuning to stuff, though. Sure if there's anything I want to upgrade right now. Move the basic attack. Need some more key cards coming in. Oh, I can't even rest. I did the mansion last time, didn't I? Why don't we do Grove of the Dying Stars? All the druids. Since we came here, I think. What does this do? We can put a card on the sigil. It adds a keyword. What keyword does it add? I do not know. I don't know. Stick it on the barrier. Recall. Oh, okay, so once we play it, it'll come back and we can play it again. That's all right. I don't mind. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not strong enough to get the axe out of that stone. Let's do this. I've got the barrier there, obviously. I haven't got any of my surge cards, so there's going to be limits what I can play. Yes, the recall, I think, puts it back. Did it? I think maybe it creates a copy and puts it in your deck. I'll have to look up exactly what the keyword is. I'm not going to quit out to the menu now after what happened last time, but let's just block our attack, shall we? That's a lot of poison. Oh yeah, so we get some free barrier. We've got a lot of mana. What can we conjure up? Oh, Frost Nova. Nice. Let's do that. Get some freeze going. Pow, pow. Have some freeze. That would have be nice to have before I did all that. Nope. I've got 52 poison on me. I'm not going to be not poisoned anytime soon, that's for sure. Yeah, so the recall... Conjure a free copy of this into your deck. The copy loses recall. Yeah. That's nice. That's nice. That's quite good on that card, I think. Well, I had quite a lot of barrier. I'm already quite liking this. If not for the fact that it's poisoning me to death. I'm not doing an awful lot of damage to her just yet. I've got 96 poison on me. $152 poison. Thing is, it's not blocked by barrier. And I'm not really doing any damage to her at the moment because this stupid slow she keeps putting on me. Oh, I've got no healing in this deck. My barrier's pointless. She's not really doing any direct damage to me. She's just... I'm dead. What happened? Must have been... That was very unsatisfying. We're going to go back in and do that again. Tell you what, I'm going to pause here. We're going to run it back and do exactly the same. But I'll do that first area and get to Bright Candle, and then we'll head into the woods again. I don't know quite why that was stacking up the poison quite so heavily, but we'll come back in a little bit. Here we go, going back into the Grove of the Dying Star. I don't think my deck is as good now as it was on the previous attempt. Let's have a quick check. So I did gain this one. This is a very good card. I mean, it's one that takes a while to get going, but you gain 2 barrier. But you permanently improve that by 2 each time you play it. You can play it once per battle, basically. So by the end, you know, with luck, if you played it consistently, you're probably getting 50, 60 barrier from that, potentially, that one card, which could be quite good for us. I've got a Frostbolt. It's fine. There's a bit of frozen. I got this one that's a way of attuning to frost for us. I had another Surge card. A Shrine gave me the opportunity to do so. I transmuted a card I didn't want into this. It was the only one that seemed remotely useful. I had this on the Totem build, I think, where you can just resummon like all the previous stuff you played, which is quite good fun. Yeah, let's just let's head in and see if we can... You're going a bit longer this time. I'm going to throw a weapon in the fire. I have got this one. A random event gave Reaping, which is quite nice. I'm gonna keep that attack, but I'm gonna try and sort of get rid of the other ones. What did it give me? Aura of Mantras. Conjure a copy of any non-conjured mantra you play. That's absolutely useless. Oh well. We'll transmute it at the earliest opportunity. Yeah, unfortunately I can't do anything about that. Axe. I guess I could rest. Dare I fight the Stargrove Strangler again? I mean, surely it can't go that wrong twice in a row, right? At the start of your turn, if the opponent has 100 or more poison, you slay them. Oh, that's what she did to us. That's why we insta-died. Okay, well we're gonna want that to not happen. Ideally. So let's just try and... I don't think the barrier protects me from her attacks, so that poison is happening every time. But if we can keep our health up... Because I was low on health before, that particular card was adding a load of poison to us. I've got decent health now. I haven't got any days or anything on me, so let's just... That... Do another one. And then we'll reap the health down a little bit. Okay, I mean, it's already going a bit better. Literally the first time I've ever died to this particular enemy. But yeah, obviously that poison is going to wear us down, so it's not like I could keep doing this indefinitely. I'm going to play that. I'm going to... Oh, yeah. I'm going to rewind. Take all that nice stuff back. I'm going to tune to Frost. I can do three things. We're going to do our 2 reaping ones, I think. It just makes some more sense to play one of these, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't think we should have as much difficulty now as well. Tell you what, we're almost there again. Halfway there, but she's on 4 health, so I you know, I think we should be okay. Let's do it with the reaping one. Yeah, that went a bit better. I took this before, think with that fight in mind, but actually, remove a corruption from your deck, then gain 5 health and cleanse an affliction. This card only is available if you're doing that first bit first, the remove a corruption. If you don't have any corruptions in your deck to remove, you can't activate it. So it's not a heal, it's not a affliction cleanse unless you've got that, which we didn't. So that's what I transmuted into that remind card, and I realised it didn't really do what I thought it did. Let's camp. Getting that health back after that poisoning. Don't really do anything at the blacksmith. Let's do the stag. So this guy's deal is he'll only take a little bit of damage at first. It's not too much of a problem for this deck. It's quite slow to get going. But each time you damage him, that'll go up a bit more, that sort of maximum damage he can take. Use that every time it comes up. Surges back. Frost. There we go. Okay, yeah, it's definitely not there yet, this deck. This mantras thing, we'll transmute that if we find the potions lady and we've got the cash to do so. Absolutely useless it is. It'd be good if we're doing a Seeker mantras build. I have done one, not on the channel. I was considering doing it on the channel, but I didn't mind it, but I will say it felt quite boring. You're just constantly playing like large numbers of free cards that kind of buff you up in various ways. Which was... oh, it was okay. I just... it wasn't that interesting, I think. Especially to watch. But maybe I'll do it at some point. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see. Freeze. More of this. Yes. The evasion does nothing. I swear most of these videos are just endless Simpson quotes. Hopefully you don't mind that. Quite straightforward, that fight. I want a way of getting some frost barrier, and I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. Alright, we're not going to do that yet, because I haven't got enough cash to make it worth it. What's the shrine? Sacrifice a card to upgrade a card a random number of times. Okay, we'll tell you what. Why don't we... I mean, that is a potential, but I think that's going to be better as a transmute option. So I'm going to sacrifice one of my basic attacks there. We upgraded Frostbolt. Frostbolt? That'd be awesome. Frostbolt. Frostbolt. Okay, we could sell a card, maybe. Sell this one. Not that impressed. It's given us a bit of cash. Don't really need to heal just yet. Let's do another stag. It's already at 6 barrier. That's going to be 8 next time. So we should be getting an ability that will allow us to... Well, it's the frost barrier. Will allow you to turn your barrier into frost at the start of our turns. So that'll be a key card for us if we can actually get it, which we haven't managed to thus far in either of these attempts. Kind of getting it there, but it's not the one that applies it the following times, so... This is functioning, on the defensive side, it's functioning a little bit more like I was expecting. I'm kind of not really ever taking damage. It's kind of what the Frost Mage is all about. Having a strong defense and then turning it into a very strong offense. And you're able. Football! More mana. I've got too many Surge cards now. It's just I didn't really want to do the other thing the Shrine offered, which was to sort of make the cost of one of my cards neutral, but they were all blue energy, and I've only got blue energy, so it felt kind of pointless. Whereas at least the Surge cards give you the mana to do stuff. I've got too many of them in the deck now. And that's quite clear. I'll probably transmute one at some point. Energy, maximum hand size. Just take it all. There we go. Still nothing. Not really getting the Frost card rewards. Let's put some story. We'll get the merchant back at the end of this area, and at least then he's hopefully got some stuff we can sometimes play. Stuff like the bear. So he's got the same thing the stags do, so you could kind of build up the damage on this guy. Mana, Steve, barrier, now 10 barrier. The thing about a small deck is that card will come up pretty much every combat. We can keep scaling it up. More mana! That. The mana economy is quite good in this deck so far. I will say that for it. Can't touch this. Ah, it's too much. I don't think he's laid a paw on me at all this battle. mean, it's very slow at the moment. It's the only thing. It's not killing enemies particularly quickly. That's okay. That's fine. Get there in the end. Right. Okay, what do we got this time? Cleanse all poison. I mean, after that last failed attempt, that seems quite tempting. Healing effects. I don't have any healing effects at the moment. That's a problem. At the start of combat, attuned to a random element. I mean, yeah. 5% at the start of combat. I don't hate it currently. Gain 20% max. I don't need to attune to a random element at the start, I don't think. So what else we got? I'm going to take the extra health, because on this build, I've got a talent that gives me a barrier at the start of the fight equal to 20% of my health. 10% of my health, I think, actually. So that will help that. No. God. Card rewards very thin on the ground. Let's look at the shrine. Okay, so this is a transmute option, so why don't we do... Ooh? I was going to transmute something, I can't remember what it was now. I'm going to keep this one, it is kind of fun. I could transmute that, because I don't get a lot of use out of it. This combat, inflict 1 frozen at the start of your turn. Could be good. Could be good. This is the one I had before. Barrier, although I've got the other barrier card now, so I don't feel that's quite as essential. That just gains mana, but I don't think mana is currently a problem for this deck. That's it. If this was an enchantment for combat, definitely, but it's not. So. Yeah, we're going to go with Aura of Winter there, I think. We'll hopefully be able to imbue it at some point, but it's quite cheap to play even. Anything else I want to transmute? I think that's probably it right now. I mean, maybe one of these surges, but I don't want to spend... It's not essential right now. Might rest up even. I've only got the 2 wands now. Well, fight another one of these, I suppose, and try not to die. At least we're quite high health. Something worth bearing in mind, only fight these guys when you're quite high health. Yep, let's put you on. And we bring it all back again. Bad. Mana, mana, mana. It's a rich alchemist's world. This is the one. Frost Shield. Gain 3 barrier. At the start of next turn, inflict frozen equal to your barrier. Right. This is the start of making this a proper offensive deck. There's one other card that we'll need to really make that sing. Let's just go into a fight. I think this talent is for barrier equal to... Yeah, it's not max health, it's off current health. So we want to stay at fairly high health to make most of that. There we go. So let's first of all attune to that. We're going to play off Frost Shield. And that will give him 14 freezing at the start of his next turn. Or the start of our turn. Well, 11. I guess he did damage to our barrier. We're going to put that back on there. play these, and then we're gonna bring it all back. Not all of it, but the important bit, defo. Good hand of cards. Frostbolt, Frost Shield, this one. Now we're starting to get extremely high stacks, and there's a card that says you do 4 damage for every stack of frozen on an enemy. So that would be, 135 damage or whatever on that, 140 damage or whatever. So you can see that can get pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, my friend. The attunement as well, we're at 40 for next turn, yeah. So basically, he's never doing damage to us ever again. He said through afflictions. If we could find a way to gain some affliction clear, I think that would definitely help. We're not killing him particularly quickly, we're just kind of making sure we're freezing him. So that is why that damage card is kind of a key part of the build. We'd one-shot him if we had that. Oop, oop, oop. Oh. Okay, we're at max mana. Let's do some other stuff. Because there's a Reaping Wonder, we probably could upgrade that at some point. It would be probably worth it. Hitting twice and doing Reaping with each hit? Yeah, pretty nice. Oh my god, we got so much. If you're wondering why we're drawing so many cards, it's because with every 6 stacks of focus, yeah, you draw an additional card. So it's gone a bit crazy. That, do one of those, get these going. We're pretty close to killing him now. We are attuned to frost. Let's see frost. I mean, okay, where's my wand? Because I mean that's. Oh no, frostbolt's enough. There we go. Orb of Frost is another good one because although you only deal 1 damage, you do inflict a frozen and you attune to frost. Attuning to frost is another sort of key part of this build. It's how we build up the barrier. Nice and quick. I'm not going to take the other wand out just yet. We've got a small deck and it feels like we're still struggling to do reliable damage. I really need that Shatter card. It's not a particularly rare card. This hasn't come up yet. Attuned to frost. Oh. Tune. Shield. Barrier. Honor. Pink. Bring it all back. Both of these. Bit of Reaping. Bit of Frost. Good luck getting through all that. And as many of these as you like, it's not going to happen. Shoot Frost. Already kill him this turn. Let's try Frostbolt. Shoot Frost again. Oh. Those shield and hit him with a stick. And he's dead. I don't think I need another Orb of Frost. I think one's probably enough. Howlers can be a bit nasty, but I think we should probably be able to. Don't have a lot of barrier yet. We'll probably get through it. Actually, yeah, the frozen does help. Mana, barrier. Orb. Frosty bolt. Sticky thing. Not sticky as in the sense that it's adhesive, but it's a stick. Your evasion does nothing here. Ghost Claw Howler. Oop. Ding, ding. Orb. Tune. Hit with stick. More mana. Bring it all back. Barrier's getting nice high. Frost. Sure, why not? Frostbolt. You can howl, but ain't gonna help. He's just a pretty chill guy. Barrier. Oh look, you've got 46 freeze on you. How'd that happen? And one more stick, and you're dead. Coming together nicely. We need that shatter card though, just to make combat a bit quicker. And a random blessing with stacks equal to the class of your ability. Here's a rare. Really need it. No, I might upgrade that basic attack. Ooh, another Ghost Claw Howler. Ooh. Dum, 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 dum. That's the story of that battle. Interesting that I'm assuming it's the barrier is blocking the bleed. Was it an on-hit effect? Oh, it's on-hit, yeah. So I was thinking the barrier doesn't seem to block afflictions, but I guess it depends if it's an on-hit effect or not. This is already up to 20 barrier now. Kind of nice. Yeah, bring them all back. Bring them back in the room. I've got two, so we'll do that. Nice is it's a reasonably defensive build out of the gate, because some of the decks take a little, they're the other way around. They're quite strong offensively. It takes a little while to either get some heal or some block or some armor or evasion in your deck. It's almost out of the gate. This is like, yeah, good luck getting through that. The downside being that early on it's a bit slower. Got to build up to cards to do some actual damage with this stuff. Like if I had the shatter card, that'd be like 200 damage on him. It's all that's missing at the moment, really. Hoping the merchant might have it. I mean, the barrier frost double whammy is like, who's getting through that? Because the barrier basically stops any damage anyway, and then the ice just stops them being able to cause any. Their attacks are worth 0. Frost shield, frost bolt, bing bang, another attunement. Keep playing cards. Yeah, I think the reason I didn't beat the end boss, the kind of Reaper-like end boss, is he has a thing that stops you gaining blessings, and I think he can cancel enchantments as well. And it basically just hard-locked this build, because without being able to stack up like 70 freeze through the barrier and stuff and then shatter, there was like... I think I managed it once, and it did that massive overkill on him that made him have huge regen and everything, and like I said, I killed him about 3 times, but eventually I wasn't able to stack this stuff up, and it just... it didn't work. Like, I think you can beat him with very quick decks that do a lot of big damage early. But that wasn't this deck, really. So I probably won't do that, assuming I make it to the end of the run this time, which I hopefully will. I think it's quite a strong archetype, even if we're not quite there in terms of the full build yet. So... so I'm hoping to go fairly deep. Nothing here. Nope. Pretty much all I want at this point is a shatter. I mean, I'm even wondering if it's worth trying to transmute something, but I want to go to the merchant with a decent amount of gold. Surge down for shield. Winter Sprig. Bring it all back. I do like that rewind card. It gets a bit silly at some point. That totem build, when we were using it, just like filling up our hand twice through, it was good fun. But a little bit silly. But then, you know, it's kind of what deck builders are all about, isn't it? Kind of make silly, broken builds. That's where the fun lies, I think, isn't it? But it was also the quickest run I think I'd ever done. I think I did it 1 hour and 33 minutes when I got to the end of this guy. Previously. There is I didn't have it open at the time, and I didn't even win the run, as I've said. But there is a sort of a daily achievement. I think it's worth 250 fate shards if you can finish a run within 90 minutes from starting a new character. So I think that if that comes up in a daily again, this is probably the sort of build I'll try to do, just because when you get that shatter card, it's just like, it's insanely quick. Because you're pretty much, 2 rounds and things are dying. Oh my god, what's he doing? Yeah, sure, if you like. But you're gonna be dead, man. You're gonna be dead. I'm gonna hit you with a stick, and you'll die. Ooh, so close. Ice Blast. Deal 1 damage for each card in your hand. Inflict 1 frozen. I mean... 2 cost, 1 damage. I mean, it's not... I'm imagining you can upgrade it. And then maybe once it's upgraded a few times, that sounds pretty good. How about it for now? I mean, anything that adds a bit of damage to the deck is probably worthwhile at this point. Attack! Trying to sacrifice my merchant. Not on my watch. Yeah, I don't see me getting a lot of use out of that card unless it's upgraded. But we'll see. Hit you with some sticks and some ice again, I think. me old mucker. Oh, let's do that, then we'll do a rewind. I've already got that active, so... Okay. Hit him with a stick. Feels a bit underwhelming at this point. Like I said, it needs an upgrade, that card pretty clearly, doesn't it? So we'll build towards doing that. I mean, it's only going to do 1 damage, isn't it? There's literally no point. Okay, so that's a tune. Area. Let's play it now. How many is it going to be? Added a bit of freeze, why not? Dink, 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 dink. Dink. Not bad. 75 barrier. Love it. Obviously, piercing damage goes through the old barriers, so that, you know, it's not... doesn't make you immune to everything, obviously. Well, that's quite a lot of cards. Let's play that one. It might even kill him. Whoa! How many's he got? 5. Do 4 damage to him. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're probably just going to add the blue mana, but let's see what else we spin. We'll probably get rid of a surge card fairly soon. Randomize your attunement. Nah, I think so. It is a rare though, so I'm considering taking it for transmutation purposes. Aha! What do we got? Avalanche. Deal 1 damage and inflict frozen each damage dealt. Start of turn, increase its damage again, then increase it by 1. I'll deal its damage again, then increase it by 1. Can't be upgraded is interesting and a bit disappointing. So it's doing damage progressively over each turn as long as you can keep the energy up. I mean, let's refresh and see what we get. Okay, so Winter Harvest. What do we got here? Deal 5 damage. Deals additional damage equal to the foe's frozen. Critical hit if the target is frozen. Okay, so this is suddenly a key card. It's expensive, but there are ways and means of reducing its cost through shrines and stuff. I actually have enough to do a transmutation. I'm going to do it because I've got that one. I took this one, the Elemental Focus. What does that give us? Scatterbrain. Replace all cards in your foe's deck and hands with cards from random enemies. Okay. Voidcast. Delve a magic action. Whenever you trigger your attunement, return this to your hand. Chain Lightning I've seen before. Witness True Evil. Add a vile wound to the enemy deck for every one of your corruptions. Yeah, I don't know why you're playing that kind of deck. Call to Heal. Subjugate your foe. Requires you to have more focus than your foe's health. So Subjugate. We haven't come across this before, but subjugating your foe will turn them into a dominated companion and will follow you until you acquire a new companion. There's a psionic build based around, because you get quite a lot, not quite a lot, you get a few like mage geared cards around making companions act, and I hadn't really understood what that was all about. But then I saw this sort of psionic build. That's obviously kind of geared around that. I'll take the Voidcast one for now. I'll probably change it up later. Hey, Spirit of Athos, here we go. Free me. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'll take a sure. Then we want to trigger our attunement. So like this one. We get it again. What do I get this time? Probably just play. And you know, I have got some health missing. Why don't we get it back? Just play that. Just leave that for now. That's an interesting card. I hang on to it. Okay, so probably not at this point. We want to build up our well, yeah, we want to build up the frozen until we get to those sort of crazy high levels, which we can start working towards. That'll transfer to his. He'll have 40 odd next time. But obviously, that card's got to come around again. Call it back. Oh, all the cards you played. I didn't play that card, so. Boom, boom, boom. Cross shield back, ready. I think he's reflected all that frost onto me. That's suddenly interesting. Oh dear. Huh. Okay. Well, this isn't going to do anything. Maybe we'll do something. Did it do two? Yeah. No, well, it got through his barrier, didn't it? I guess that's probably the main takeaway from it. Which we have to get through. No, I don't have that frozen anymore, but he does. And we've got this here, so it's not a kill. A lot of damage. It's not a kill. Oh, 122. It was a kill, because it doubled. Hooray! Now you can kind of start to see the offensive aspect of this build. What Blessing of Athos do? I can't remember. Gain 5 barrier and 1 anger at the start of combat against demons and undead. Okay, it's not too bad. I think we're done in here. Yeah. So let's have a look. I haven't got much money. Oh, I need to go to Everlane. She'll give us some money. Wouldn't mind going to the merchant again, because if he's got that shatter card, I would quite like to purchase it. Nothing there. Ah, it's only 10 cost. You see, it's a basic card, but it's absolutely crucial for this build. Deal 4 damage for every stack of frozen on the target, and then you remove all frozen. But you know, it's a good card. It's an instant kill, basically. And it was cheap. Cheap as chips. Let's upgrade a card, because if you know, this one does need to be upgraded if it's going to do anything, doesn't it? So that was 2 for each card. I think, you know, if we get it to say 5 for each card in hand, something that's looking a lot more decent, isn't it? I'm not going to rest. Not gonna rest. Where should we go? I went last. I haven't been to the ramparts for a while. The ramparts is quite scary. I'll tell you what, it's a very defensive deck, so in theory I should be okay against that big general at the end, hopefully. If I can get my block and, well, my barrier and stuff up, as it should. I'll do the opportunity first, but we'll get going on this. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's get a nice big heal. Now let's go and talk to the survivor, because we'll get Bolgar on side nice and quick. Let's get some barrier going. Let's see. Is he frozen? I don't think he's frozen yet, is he? Oh. No. Sure. Can't play that one. I have enough energy, but we'll do that. Sure. Oh, I ended the go. I didn't realise more cards were coming in. Nice. Right, I don't think we'll be able to get the shatter going this turn, but I'm not going to bob. It is 3 free. Well, what's that? 12. I mean, we want to build up to doing this, so let's do that. You know what? I'm going to play it. It's going to do 25 damage, but then next turn we'll be able to rewind it back. And oh no, I won't, because the rewind card's going to disappear. Sure. We might have enough here to finish him off, to be honest. Fair enough. Money! Okay. Is there anything to transmute? Let's do one of these because I've got too many of them now, haven't I? I think we saw this one on the failed build, didn't we? Deal 5 damage, draw a card, reduce cost when you inflict frozen. It's not too bad. It's not amazing. It's all right. I mean, you know, it's an ice card. Why not? Why not? That's what I say. What does this do? Ah, so this is a random keyword, if I remember right. It's generally positive. Generally positive. Persistent is one it adds quite a lot. This is something I wouldn't mind persistent being added to. Yeah, there you go, it's added persistence. So it's basically going to stay in hand until we can reduce it to free, basically. So, you know, not too bad. I'm not going to worry about the banner now. I'm going to kind of leave those more towards the end when they'll be more valuable to me. Tune. Do that, because that card will... Keep triggering it, it's going to keep coming back. Now I get that. On my own, I'm on Frost, I think. None of these are Frost. Oh well. More barrier. Shatter. He's actually got 22 frost on him, so that's going to be 110 damage. Is there anything I want to do prior to that? Well, I want to level up this card a little bit, so we'll do that. And then we'll just shatter into death. Kaboom! And that is why this deck kicks ass. Okay, these are two I don't have. Deal 2 damage. Draw a card if the target is frozen. That's a free card. That's not too bad for free. Deal 3 damage. Gain 2 energy if the target's frozen. I quite like that one, but we're not worrying so much about energy as we are the card draw. Anything I want to sell to this old creep? I'm not selling the Voidcaster. I mean, it's quite a fun card, but I don't think it's essential. So, oh, he doesn't like it. I guess he doesn't seem to like blood cost cards, but you know, I wasn't that fussed about having it in my deck anymore, so whatever. Frost Nova. It's so underwhelming unless you're doing an actual Nova build, which this isn't. What else you got? Nothing there, is there? Yeah, I mean, I don't mind this. It'll kind of help us keep getting the energy to keep playing stuff. I might add it. Probably to imbue it at some point. I'm just gonna skew. So my barrier's quite nice to start off with. He's not frozen yet. I don't think I can make that happen. Just play those 2 enchantments, points of damage, and leave it there, I suppose. Bind. Barrier going. I hate the ones that dispel blessings. That's all my barrier gone. Shield, I suppose. Not very much, but it's not a unique card, so it'll come through again. So he's going to keep dispelling my barrier. I'm not going to be able to assemble the big stack of frost on him, unfortunately. I've got max energy, so I may as well play that. My little things are right there. How annoying. Yeah, I don't like these guys. They got the piercing. They can dispel your barriers and stuff. Blech. Make that free. I'm quite happy with it. There's my barrier. Oh, he's got a shitload of armor now. At least this one's free now. Oh, he's on one. Taking quite a licking in this battle. Whew. I think that subjugated one before. I mean, I'll probably do a psionic build at some point. I haven't unlocked the cards for it yet. You know, I'm going to take the gold. We can get rid of greed easily enough. I might do it now. I don't want to rest though. Don't really have heal in this deck yet. Is the main failing, I think, of this deck so far? Let's get rid of that banner. I'm going to rest again, I think. Let's see if there was something else I was going to transmute. I mean, it's this one. It probably transmute into a potion. They generally do, or something crap. Draw one card. Start a turn. Gain one focus and increase the cards drawn by one. Persistent. Oh, it's not really part of the build, but it's free focus and card draw is not terrible. And that kind of just sits in the hand until you need to play it, so yeah, I don't mind. Another one of these guys. I'm trying to think how I'm going to recover health, because it's a little tricky in this build. The main thing you want to do is not take damage. If you take a lot of damage, it can be quite hard to get your health back up there. Let me play it now. There we go. I mean, it's not that exciting. There we go. Let's get the frost shield going. Hopefully for a shatter next time. Hasn't come up yet, so it might do next time. Managed to get his relentless on, unfortunately. A shatter. Let's do shatter. It's a big old hit. He's down to 25 health now on his second life. Let's get rewind. Would they get anything useful here? Potentially. Ice blast, actually. There we go. It's enough. No. I'm going to put that on, probably at the expense of... come on. Nine freeze. That's not too bad. That's a lot of his health, honestly. You can get more frozen. Probably enough to kill him. Him. See, double level healing during combat. We're not doing any healing. I'd like some healing during combat. Not Novas. Lose. Oh god, lose 50 maximum health. Start each combat with barrier equal to your health. I mean, if someone's got piercing damage though, that's pretty much a death sentence. I'm not doing any healing, so I've got to change that one. Choose a card on your deck, reduce it to free. Well, that's interesting. What would I want to reduce to absolutely free? I mean, this one we can make free. I'm not so worried about that one. This one? Free? Yes, please. Let's just do the remaining rerolls, though, and see what we get. Nothing that interesting. So we're going to pick that. We're going to make... Not Cryolance, be careful. Winter Harvest. So this is now going to be a free card. So this is when they've got a decent number of stacks of frozen on them. And wallop them. That's quite interesting for the witch build, but this is not that. Tell you what, let's do the boss. Let's be bold. Okay, well let's tune to frost. Let's gain some barrier, get some frozen. I'll take that. The good thing about that enchantment is suddenly those surge cards are worth 2. So this should give me... Okay, so we're at 4. This should put me up to 6, right? Yeah, because of that enchantment. Put it up to 8. Why not? Frozen... Got the mana. Why not? Ah, the frost. There we go. Perfect. Draw 2. Yeah, because we'll gain the... oh. Gain the energy back for getting the focus, I guess. If we get Shatter next time, that should be a kill. There it is. And we've got the free Winter Harvest, which is a kill. Well, we've got the Shatter, which does 185 damage. Yeah, why not? Big boom. Nope, it's all okay. The battle momentum's pretty low. Let's help the Crusaders and keep the battle momentum low. Keep that banner up available. Produce it again before the boss, hopefully. Ah, here we go. So this is a good combo. So we're going to gain the 36 barrier. 39, well, it's at 52 now with our starting barrier. Sure. Next turn, depending on what the cards... We've got 2 cards that probably will kill him instantly. So... There's one. Boom. Conjure a copy of a non-unique card. This combat, and a free copy of a random magic action you played last turn at the start of your turn. Free copy though, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. And we can imbue that. Might actually be the best option for imbuing it. So we're going to rip down the banner, then we're going to fight the boss. Assuming he comes up again. He does. I haven't got that, but all that really does is start with 1 frozen at the beginning. Battle momentum is 0. That's kind of where his big impact comes from, this battle momentum. We want to keep that low. Frozen. Actually doesn't do anything at the moment. Hopefully soon. Hoping our barrier is going to be able to negate a lot of his damage. Okay, so let's attune to frost. Do a frost bolt. Frost shield. Oh, that, draw a card. Yes, there we go. Perfect. That's, depending on which cards we get out next time, we might be able to kill him. We've got this. He's dead. That's a rather better version of that battle than some of the ones we've had. Your foe gains pacified. I don't know what that does. You can't play magic, melee, or ranged actions. At the start of your turn, conjure a monster card. Channel unique. I mean, it sounds interesting. It's not particularly suited to this build, I don't think, but... Yeah, no, I don't... Yeah, no. Okay, we're getting towards the end of this area. Tuned Frost. Frostbolt. Sure. With the Ice Blast, actually. Too bad. The cards I've got. Okay. Couldn't quite get there, but it's alright. He's going to be able to play his... Oh, he didn't actually play it. Okay, so his extra life didn't come up in the draw for him, so that's fine. We're going to be able to kill him. No to Frost Nova. I will do a Nova's build at some point. It's not something that particularly excites me, I will say. I'm not sure if I do want to fight the Skewer, to be honest. He just absolutely wrecks me because of his piercing damage. I'm not sure it's worth it. I'm gonna leave. I haven't been to the Isle of Talos for a while. Weird time-travelling mushrooms. Buy a random rare. Transmute it. Draw a card. Repeat for each active equipment. Brilliant. Perfect. just what we want. I don't... Right. Now that's a story Bolgar. Okay, so that's not an imbuement one. No more questions. I'll sell you something. I could sell him that, to be honest. Okay, that's cool. 45 gold, nice. Okay, so the wheel we saw in the last episode. I can't remember what the others do. Let's do Pale Mask. Skeleton, so be it. May the Pale Master find you soon, stranger. Okay, so what does this do? At the start of your turn, inflict 3 bleeding on all combatants. Right, okay, well, that's interesting. I think I'm going to go to the campsite. I'm going to get rid of my last Winter Sprig because that is so basic now compared to what we're doing. I actually don't need to heal right now. I'll be naughty and steal the gold. Let's do Blacksmith. Actually, yeah, let's upgrade a card. Then we'll do the Ice Blast again. You know, if this can just get up to just do a bit more damage per card, you know, it's gonna be swap. But then there's this one. But I think this is already so good that it doesn't really need the help. Select a card, upgrade all cards sharing that type. Okay. Tempted to get rid of Cryo Lance. Feels a bit underwhelming. Frost Lance is upgraded. What else? Ice Blast is upgraded. I think that might have already been upgraded. I think it did upgrade another time, actually. Yeah, it upgraded the more useful stuff, so that's fine. Right, we're going to imbue something now. Let's see. Because these are both memorized, I might actually just do this one. In a free copy of a random magic action you played last turn at the start of your turn. Yeah. Oh, I got one of my daily quests completed. I think it was for imbuing a certain number of attunements. Let's do the Talos Dream. Everybody bleeds. A barrier. I'll do these two. I did not have energy remaining. I very rarely do. And in the game. He is frozen. Just don't have much freeze on him at the moment. It's the problem. But it's not like these cards are unique, is it? So, no reason not to play them. I'll bring back whatever else we had last time. Bit of energy remaining that time. But the day, was that where the days came from? I don't think I can play that now. Yeah. Unfortunately, when that returns the unique card, I'm unable to play it again. You can't have it all. Oh, he's dead. Let's not prolong it. Nope. I'm okay. In barrier equal to your health. Interesting. To get rid of that. Battle of the barriers at the moment. I'm seeming to be winning. There we go. No. I think this guy does piercing. I hate that one to do piercing. Well, that one didn't. I think a lot of his attacks do. I'll save mana. There's the big... Here we go. 220. Nope. I'm going to keep saving my gold for attunements, to be honest, but I'll do that and then we'll fight the Colossus. So this guy's deal after 9 turns, self-destruct and deal 100 damage. Okay, well, we don't want it to go that long. Start a turn, gain armor to your missing, equal to your missing health. Okay. Seems like we want to come up with swing with one big attack on this dude, doesn't it? Let's get going with the barrier. Leave that there, I think. God, I need to get rid of that. I should go to a campsite. If Shatter comes up or something like that, would be golden. For you. How's that? Ooh, it's not quite enough. Tell you what, let's do a card draw. How about now? There we go. Okay, I don't have any more basic attacks. Your magic actions deal additional damage equal to your intellect. Now that one's potentially interesting. I don't do much chain, if any. Barrier for each affliction on your foe. I mean, generally it's just frozen. When you inflict frozen, inflict slow. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, I guess would we like to be more damaging or slow the enemies down as well? I mean, when my magic actions are now doing damage, they're doing a lot of damage. Whereas this, you know, they'll be able to play less cards even when we get minimal amounts of freeze on them. This combat. Reduce the cost of a random card in hand to 0 after you trigger your attunement. I don't mind that, because we could actually make that our next imbuement. And, because we quite often trigger our attunement. Don't mind that. Swap the energy cost of 2 cards. Yeah, so I could get that elemental... Well... I could make that free. I can maybe do with greed. What if it let me do greed? Swap energy cost. Greed. And this one. Greed is 2, and we've got a free Ice Blast upgraded. Nice. Is that the one? Is that the one I got persistent? Where is it? Oh, this one is no. This one's not persistent. That's fine. Okay, let's get rid of that greed now before it does any more damage to us. That's quite cool. Right, I'm going to save money for the next imbuement. I need 150 for the next imbuement, so I'm not going to get crazy just taking money out for transmutations that aren't strictly speaking necessary. It's not no damage, so... Bring it back. Gonna be dead. Or would you prefer slightly more dead? Nah. It's strictly speaking necessary. Which one of these do we want to fight, I suppose? So this guy, after he heals 200 points, he slays you. So we'll try and kill him quicker than we generally might, I suppose. Luckily we're going to block a lot of his life drain effects. I don't think we can play that, even though it's expensive. I want to trigger attunement, so this is an attunement. There we go, so that... These are all free anyway. Oh, this one might have not been free, actually. Sure. Played it earlier, but whatever. Boom. Thanks for the heals. $260 damage? Yeah, why not? I love that card. The build doesn't really feel complete until that card's in the deck. Which is good for us, actually, to be honest. I mean, you know, it's obviously bringing me close towards being slayed, but I don't really feel like it's that much at risk, so... yeah, not unhappy. Full health. Remove all your current status effects. Return them at the start of next combat. Yeah, I'm going to take that because I'm feeling like in the boss fight, when it's obviously the last fight in the game, that might be quite an interesting. Join us, join us. Devotion, I think she can teach you like the holy deck for free. I think I'd rather just have a bit of healing at this point. Should I leave or should we leave? I think we'll leave. What's going on there? Talos Mindweaver. Yeah, we're gonna get through the barrier this time. So yeah, I'm tempted to play this because it's quite nice. Not too hard for us to do. There's that. Make something free. Yeah. Not much freeze on him. So let's draw a card. It's 4 damage. Let's not worry about it for 2 cost, huh? Wow, okay. Yeah, energy definitely not a problem for us right now. Not frozen. Maybe bring that coming in, that helps. Let's change our attunement, and we can make something in hand free. Bye-bye. Power on. Activated gave armor equal to twice this card's durability. I mean, armor's nice and all, but it's not really necessary here. Conjure a magic action. Conjure a copy at the beginning of next combat. Yeah, it's fine. Quite happy with the magic actions I got in the deck. Alright, boss fight time. Now, gotta be careful of the days here. Yeah, I think we still do that. That's it. Okay, I don't have many cards in my hand, so... Could get rid of the days. I mean, it would get rid of my barrier as well. I'm going to get days at the beginning of the next fight, which is probably less important than this one. Bye-bye. Now I can play my cards. What's about that then? Nope, nothing in my hand. Sorry. He dazed me again. He hasn't actually dazed me again. I'm going to apply some ice to him. How are we doing? He's got 1 freeze on him. Okay, that's not a huge amount, to be It's doing damage. Not the biggest amount of damage, but it's some. Right, if I get any of my big damage cards, that's you done, matey. I didn't. Well, there's this one. Oh, I hate it. Play one more. Cheers, bud. That's what you get. That's what you get. No to that. I've already explained why I don't really like that one. It's not bad because we can keep... Tell you what, I'm going to take it because we can keep doing our attunement thing and then it's going to keep making our cards free, so I don't mind it. Quick look what the merchant has. I mean, I'm hoping there's another camp here. Nothing there. Yeah, dead end. Okay, well, we'll reach the end of the area, so let's move on. Thing is, I don't want to go on and do the bloody... Oh, the end boss of this one's to do with, yeah, that anima stuff. Which absolutely nuked me before, didn't it, when we did it? Tell you what, it's a good reason to try again with a different type of build, huh? Maybe it won't nuke me to death this time. What can Viola do here? Sacrifice a random card to receive her blessing. Let's do that. Reason. 50 gold, make a potion. No. Thing is, if I take Bulgar, I won't be able to imbue a card here. What does she want to do? The thing is, I've got good cards here. And I've got stuff I'm not that fussed about. But she might potentially ruin my deck. Sod it. See what she does. Nah, it's fine. I'm fine with that one. It's nice to have, but I'm not that worried about it. Okay, who's this guy? Oops. Start a turn, reap 2 animus. The anima thing is what killed me before. I wasn't quite clear on what it does. Foes steal 0 of your maximum health. Increased by dealing reaping damage. Reduced by taking reaping damage. Jeez. Oh, I don't have anything that does reaping. Tell you what, we'll worry about that later. Oh, we've got days on. Yeah, I think we play that. And I think we tune Frost. I think we Frostbolt. And I think we do that. We've got 84 barrier, which is quite nice. So I think I can get a lightning action this way. Or attunement, and we'll make something. Let's make the dragon thing free. Okay, well, this is a good card. Might as well. Shatter. Turn too soon for you. That barrier might stop a lot of this reaping stuff happening, which would be good for this area. No cards. Alright. Did I get one of my good ones? No. Still an orb, though. Ooh, there we go. Bye-bye. Nah. Oh, God. Maragard. How you pronounce it in Yorkshire? Mara. We'll go out and harvest the maras. 60 barrier, don't mind if I do. I won't take both those. So I don't know why that's increased, because, well, they didn't do any damage to us. I mean, it's 15 damage, isn't it? I think he's dead. I think he's very dead. Got Orb of Frost. Don't need another one. Shrine. Oh, we'll have a look. I think I can upgrade. This one's a bit meh. But better than these options. I'll take Fire Shield. Collector. If I can employ you, I'm not sure actually. Maybe give you. Just wondering about one of these. I mean, this one's a bit. I mean, one frozen at the start of my turn. It's not that much, is it? So I might set in that one. Plain looking thing, but it'll give me a bit of gold. So, I was going to say, if Bulgar comes up, we can infuse that, imbue that nice one, this one. Get ourselves some free cards. So this is the one that gets rid of all my corruptions. Now, I'm not based around corruptions. I don't think I've got any. So I think it's just a nice heal. It didn't actually heal me at all, because I didn't have any corruptions. I don't know. Help! Check the body for coin. I think I shall rest. Let's do this guy. I'm interested to see kind of how this works. So, start a turn. Restore health equal to the anima. Okay. Start a turn. Reap to anima. Okay. So you don't want to hang around with this guy, really. I don't have an attunement active right now. These do it, don't they? Attune to frost. What do these last? He just reaped me. I saw it. Max health came off. Don't like that. I'm quite gonna freeze on the moment. Another one. Yep. Not dead, but not bad. He's not taking actual health off, which sucks. So I think we just... Kaboom! Impervious is quite nice. Remove the unique. Okay, because we got... Where is it? Suddenly this wouldn't be unique. Interesting. It would cost more. Sure. Oh, okay. The rewind. I'm going to do this one. Nope. Now, did I get my max health back? I think I did. I think after the battle I got max health back that that thing stole, which is nice. It's like it just went missing again. I think it's reduced at the start of battle. Yeah. I don't like that Dispel a Blessing. That could get rid of my barrier. I mean, I can keep playing it now. So it's not unique anymore. So when it comes, when that chaos thing brings it back, I can keep playing it, which is quite nice. 144 barrier. It just dispelled it, didn't it? Lusai. Oh, look, I've got more barrier. Suddenly, this looks quite nice. Boom. Thank you, and good night. Okay. Seems alright. Now, if we do this, I think that we can reduce that by 40, so I think we should. I don't want to pick up a weapon, I'm fine. Going on here. Oh, 20. Oh, at least 20 of it now. Let's come down. Go and play the Marigard. We want to do the story sooner rather than later, because this is still coming down quite fast. Save you if I get shatter. There we go. Good boy. Oh, whoop. 435. Boom. Thank you and good night. Yes, I will pay for the extra healing. keep going through because the end boss is gonna be annoying. I think I should have explored that Goliath. I give up. I give up the fire shield. I don't care about it. Winter Harvest, very nice. None of these is story fight. Dead. Yeah. We don't want to dally here. The longer we do, the more our max health comes down. The more likely I am to die. Sure, you know, I'll upgrade it. We'll upgrade. I'll continue doing this one. I mean, you know, it's free and does a lot of damage, so I don't think there's any point doing those. I don't want to do this guy though, so let's see what the merchant's got. Yeah, I mean, just to get the end of this turn, okay, focus and health equal to the cards. I mean, when's that ever going to be really good, you know? Quite dead. He is now. And that's the one that got removed from my deck, isn't it? I might just take that back. I didn't mind having it. I want to get on with the story before it starts stealing too much of my max health to survive. Doesn't have any freeze on him, unfortunately. Or we attuned to fire. God, did that say it went up to 44? Why has it gone up to 44? Oh, I need to get through the story. Maybe I've got to fight this thing. Why has it gone up so high? Oh, I don't like this. I don't like it. I need to fight the boss after this, so I'm going to be seriously wondering if we're even going to win this area. Play them both, but it's not exactly masses of damage. I think we got him this time. No, no, no. Marrow halls. That's it. Trying to think. We can pick one of these things. I'm going to go to the treasury. Or the treasury is just empty, isn't it? Go to the library. Ah, release 30 anima. That's what we want. Yeah. That's going to stop reducing our health by quite so much. So now I could probably do a decent rest here. Let's go fight. That's what you want to do. Okay. So tune. We'll take that. Yes, we'll take that. No point rewinding now. First. Tune to frost again, so we'll do that. Buff reorb the lightning one. Too bad, but we might be able to do better. Reasonably happy with that. Shatter might... it's not quite enough. Lightning's fine. Tune. This. No, that's... We won. Yeah, that went a bit better than the last time I came in this area. I'm not going to get that. No. Occultism looks potentially interesting. Gathering one of the large phylacteries. Rhaegar! Now what happens at consume the anima? I'm not sure. I think we gain souls, but like... Let's just let it all escape. We gain all our max health back. There we go. I think we're done in the area though. Yeah, looks like we are. Okay, so which final area... Now, so I don't want to go and do that boss. Well, do I want to go and do that boss again? I don't really, because it's a hard counter to this. Let's... let's do the Obsidian Garden again. I don't mind this one. I don't have enough to imbue anything else, so we'll come back to him in a bit. We'll do the Fungimancer. We've got a pretty good deck. Don't need to fear anyone in this area, I don't think, particularly. So let's... yeah, let's attune to Frost. And play that. And let's grab that. Oh, we buried... I don't like the burying cards thing he's got going on. Ah! Stop it! I need all those. I have got the Shatter, though, which is nice. He's only got one Frost on him. Okay. Fine. We can use Recall at some point, Rewind maybe to get it. 161 barrier. Slightly concerned he may have got rid of the cards I need to really do decent damage to him. Is the other thing. 338 ward. Yeah, if he's burying my cards though, that's going to be a problem. God. Stop it! Oh, that's my Shatter. I mean, I'm gonna have very high barrier, but I'm gonna run out of cards. Down to this frostbolt. Okay, I'm a little worried now because I don't think I've got any damage cards left. Oh my god. I think all I've got is this frostbolt. Got no cards left. I think I might be dead. I think he's taken away all my damage cards. What did I say? I don't think we need to fear anyone in this area. I think he's killed me. I think he's killed me through poison and exhaust. I haven't. He's got rid of that frostbolt. That's literally all I've got that does damage. These are all my buried cards. It's all my good ones. I'm actually going to go back to the main menu. I don't want to end the run here because of this. Hang on. Okay, so we're back at the beginning of this area. Let's come back to Fungimancer. He killed me, basically, didn't he? Which wasn't very fun. I don't have a big deck, so if someone's going to go through burying my cards, it's that's basically game over for me, unfortunately. Yeah, that was a bit of a wake-up call, that, I think. For me. The deck's a finely crafted machine, but if parts of that machine get removed, stuff happens to this machine, much like it would any other machine. It falls to bits very quickly. That's what it should do. If someone takes all those cards away. Oh, that's helpful. It's alright. Let's do a fight here. Get on with the story. Now he is immune to ranged and melee, which shouldn't be too much of a problem for me. It's a mage. He's going to flip that probably to magic, yeah. So he's immune to magic now, which doesn't help me particularly, but we can probably do other stuff that will help, like build up our frost on him. Yeah, he'll be immune to that. Should have killed him, but because he's immune to magic, it didn't. So, we swapped the ward now. So, we get the shatter. Bring it back. Oh, did he change that during my turn? Didn't think he did that. Oh, he's not immune to magic right now. That's weird. No, that one wasn't showing as doing damage. I'm not quite sure what's weird going on. Imbue all enchantments in your deck. I've only got one right now, I think, that isn't imbued, so... I'll take the 500 gold, though, potentially. What else we got? Might take the gold. I can imbue that thing, then. No, I'm okay. Yeah, let's do this. Annuity, that's the mimic. Oh, pardon me. Oh, hiccups. Don't need the anger. Frost Mage is constantly on fire is probably not the best thing either. Well, I can trade a card quite happily now. I mean, I'm tempted to. I think potentially the damage potential for this is actually insane. Possibly unnecessary. I don't need to sell any cards now either. So this is to make something blood cost instead. So what do I always want to be able to play? I mean, this is the obvious choice, isn't it? Alright, why don't we go do the giant? It's fine. I think we'll probably get a next go. Boom. Dare I fight the Fungimancer again? I've never been killed by him before. I'm going to give it another go. I mean, we may just have got unlucky on his card draw. And he's going to start burying cards. I mean, it's going to... If he buries like my Shatter and my other one... It didn't bury anything, so maybe we'll be okay. So I'm going to do this one first. No one for your... I think he's dead. There we go. I mean, that's how it should work, right? RNG tells me that he's going to delete all my damaging cards. So this is the sort of thing on the Psychic build. Your companion acts, otherwise gain a scar and subjugate a non-elite foe. Subjugate? Yeah. Well, I'm not going to get into that right now. We'll do a psionic build at some point once I've actually unlocked it. And, Yeah, get into that subjugation thing and making companions out of the monsters. It sounds fun. I mean, I have no idea how it works, so we shall find out. Yeah, it's not no damage, so fine. The evasion will not help you here. Ooh, that evasion. I guess that counts as a melee action or something. That's probably why the statue was suffering from it. Not sure what I'm attuned to there. I think I see fire. Enough. Melee all ranged, I suppose. Well, evasion only counts against melee attacks, so I guess that's what it counts as. Very close to killing it. That might be enough. Just about. No. That's okay. Ah, levity, levity, levity. So what do we want to make cheaper? Potentially free. I mean, I'm probably this one because it's costing me health at the moment, which I don't have infinite amounts of. The actual mana energy doesn't seem to be too much of a problem for us, so... Probably played it the wrong way around, didn't I? Get excited when I see the shatter come up. Normally means good things. In that preserve card, I'm basically keeping it around for emergency in the boss battle at the very end, just in case something horrible gets put on me at some point. But we should... Oh, okay. So... Now, melee... Oh, it literally says melee action. I never realised that. So they actually got this evasion now, so... Better off than a fish... Oh, better. Quite sure. Whatever. I don't think I've ever got through with such a slim deck as this. Not minding it. Means the sort of power cards come up quite nice and often. Sometimes prematurely. Oh, what's he immune to? Magic. Ugh. Shatter would be quite good, but he's only got one frost on him at the moment. I mean, it's quite good in a way, isn't it? Because if he's immune to magic, we can use the melee one, and if he's immune to melee, we can use the magic one. So we've got options. Need to put this frost on him, really. So we've got the magic one now, which would work, but I don't have a lot of frost just at the moment. Ah, there's the frost sheet. Right, how many are you doing now? Yeah, I mean, some. Much Won't play in the Shatter, as we know. I'll attune to this, though. Alright, he's immune to the melee, so that's pointless, but this one will be. Go. I don't really want to sell any cards right now. Keep fighting the mobs, might get another level before the boss potentially, I suppose. A lot of frost. Has an evasion, so Shatter's not ideal unless I do something first. Yeah, like this. That didn't get rid of the evasion, unfortunately. Don't have any melee attacks apart from that, I think. Do anything. Quite useful, that card, despite me saying early on that it wasn't that useful. Quite a lot for us. I mean, this is still going to do anything. There we go. There's my winter harvest. Bye-bye. Nah. We should camp. We'll do another camp. Yeah, alright, let's do the boss fight. Now he's immune to the magics today. So the Shatter would do quite well, apart from that we don't really have any frozen on him, there's a bit more. There's a bit more. So how much can we do? 35. Wait, what? Was Mel... Why did I think he was immune to them? Yeah, so it said divine. I kind of assumed... No. Okay. Right. Well, that told me. Now he's immune to the magics and the ranged. So this would be a good time to play Shatter, apart from I don't have any frozen, so... work on trying to get some actually. Oh, I could call this back, but I mean, for what it's worth, I don't have a lot of. Well, still try and add some frozen. Doing it. Not doing it. Why did he? Oh, I guess he had evade up. I didn't notice. You're going to be annoying, aren't you? Does this add some frozen? It might do. What we tune to. Fine, leave it there. Melee and divine. Okay, so melee, no. Anything else, yes. Leave it there for now. Magic and ranged. so Shatter. Good. I've got Shatter. Ah. Now, oh, he's got Evade up. Oh, that sucks. That didn't get rid of the Evade. Not all this. But sod it. Better than nothing, I suppose. Evasion's annoying. Right. Okay, so he's currently immune to the melee and the divine. Okay, so magic would be good. I don't have it. I get it. Maybe. We're lucky. We're not. Oh, still not lucky. Dazed. Just waiting to queue up that big ol' hit. Magic and rage. Okay, so if I've got the shatter, but he's got the evade up, I can't get rid of the evade because I haven't got anything that does a direct melee attack. Nothing. I thought that would hit for 1,000, but it's not going to hit for anything. I just... It's literally my only melee action, so... He's got no freeze on him now. I can't see my... where is it? Where is it? It's not got deleted from my deck, has it? My my other one. Oh, Winter Harvest. Now there it is. Okay. It's like evade. Gets that every single turn. And unless I pull my... That's not the one I meant. That one stack of evade soft locks me. But I got the Winter's Harvest this time. Is he immune to magic? Yes. For fuck's sake. That was quite good. I just got to... I mean, it says it works, but it doesn't. It only does 7 damage. That's quite good, because it's multiple hits. And that's useless because of evasion. God. Hard locked by that one stack of evasion and the magic immunity. Why do I bother? You know what the MVP in this fight is? It's the card I initially wrote off, this one. MVP, just consistent big damage. I mean, just... Hang on. Better off these. Try it. 2 damage. I mean, we're getting there very slowly, but I have to wait for that one card to come around that actually does anything. He's immune to the melee. Yeah, yeah. This is the only good one I've got. Almost there. Free. It might do something. It didn't do anything. Oh, I'm stuck. At least you can't play many cards because we've got this sort of eternal slow on him. Magic, so you know this seems that he seems to do it. So this comes around and he makes himself immune to it every single time. Ah, there we go. Gotcha. Oh, sorry that was so slow. It was again a bit of a hard counter to my build. I think accidentally, but just the timing was not working out there, was it? Explore some more. I think we're done. I don't really want to sell anything. I've only got 14 cards. This is the smallest deck I've ever taken into the finale. I don't do the Silent Reliquary because it will kill me. But what about one of the demons? I haven't done them for a while. What do we got? End of turn. Lose temporary maximum health equal to the cost of cards in your hand. One insanity. Whenever you take damage, gain that much health instead. Destroy this enchantment when you reach full health. Oh. So he's going to keep gaining health when we're doing damage to him. You're immune to stun. Start of turn, gain 5%. God. Okay, so, but that's, yeah, it's not too bad because we're a slow deck anyway. So we're going to be sort of gradually building up to, you know, getting a big barrier and hitting him with a massive shatter or whatever. Until that happens, we're kind of, yeah, we're kind of locked into, I think, it's kind of building towards that. We're basically got to wait until he reaches full health. Until that happens, we can't actually damage the guy. Great. Oh, okay. Sure. He's getting close to maximum. Oh. What's that? Gonna get a little silly, I think, but he's got a lot of burning on him. I kind of want that to be frozen, but do it now. And I'll leave it there, I think. That shatter should just end it, to be honest. 1,308 damage. Delete button. We did level up again. That's kind of cool. I mean, you know, run over, but remove all corruptions. Sure. But that's it. That was quite fun. It was a slightly different mechanic anyway for the end boss, waiting for him to heal himself up before we could actually kill him. But yeah, cool. Took an hour longer than my last run through with this type of build. That was interesting. I mean, sort of intentionally went into slightly harder areas, and enemies there were a few enemies in each place were kind of hard counters to that kind of build. But yeah, we got there in the end, and it was a bit of fun. Like I said, it's quite nice. Getting that build running when you're getting like a big stack of barrier, which stops you getting hurt, but then you're inflicting that amount of barrier and freezing onto the enemy, and then you've got a card that turns that freezing into extremely high damage. I mean, was it 1,300 damage on that last hit on the boss? That was quite Quite satisfying. That's kind of the culmination of the build, really. But let me know in the comments if that's one that you enjoyed. And if you enjoyed it, if you could also hit the like button, that'd be awesome. And and a big thank you as well to our channel members for continuing to support Boring Dad Gaming. Continues to be hugely appreciated. And if anyone else is interested in, taking a look at channel memberships and gaining earlier access to my videos, that'd be fantastic as well. But thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.